All right, thanks, Jeff. Well, this week, leading up to Veterans Day, 7 News will introduce you to some very special people. In this edition of Veterans Voices, 7 News reporter Brendan McNamara introduces us to Andy Weisal, a veteran of the U.S. Air Force, Army National Guard, and a current deputy with the Ohio County Sheriff's Department. Brendan.
Born and raised right here in the northern panhandle of West Virginia, Andy Weisal joined the U.S. Air Force in 1988 right out of high school. He was deployed to Iraq in the early 1990s when Operation Desert Storm, or the Gulf War, began. The war started when then dictator of Iraq, Saddam Hussein, occupied and later annexed Kuwait. During his time in Iraq, he mainly worked with an engineering unit, setting up temporary buildings, runways, and doing other construction.
Really didn't know what to expect being right out of high school. One little funny story is, a lot of people that know me back then, I had hair down to my shoulders, and everybody kept telling me I should get a haircut. And I was like, well, why not? They'll cut it for me. So first experience basic training, they cut everybody's hair, and it took like 2 seconds.
Upon the end of the war, he returned home and left the Air Force in 1992. Weisal spent the next few years driving tractor trailers and doing mechanic work. In 1999, he took the test for the Sheriff's Department and has worked in law enforcement ever since. However, by 2006, he felt as if his military service was not yet over. He joined the Army National Guard MP unit in Moundsville and was deployed to Afghanistan in 2011.
That actually kind of maybe helped me when I was in Afghanistan, just the experience and the training I did get with the Sheriff's Office, since I was already with the Sheriff's Office when I did join the National Guard and before I deployed. I just think mentally and just training-wise and tactical stuff kind of maybe helped me over there.
Weisal's experience in Afghanistan was much different than Iraq. He worked mostly with personnel security, organizing transports, and guarding convoys. And he worked a total of 67 missions in Afghanistan, bringing everyone back safely.
I've been deployed before, so I kind of knew what to expect, but I didn't. It was a lot different experience than over in Desert Storm. My personal experience between Desert Storm and Afghanistan, Desert Storm was a walk in the park. Got shot at, mortar rounds, mortar attacks, different FOBs, and basically saw more combat than Afghanistan.
Andy is not the only veteran in his family. His father was drafted into the Army and was in Berlin during the Berlin crisis. His son is an active duty member of the U.S. Army and is currently stationed in Korea. His son-in-law is an active duty member of the Marine Corps stationed at Camp Lejeune. He also has an uncle who served in the Korean War. Now, Andy and his wife grew up together and reconnected over email while he was still in Afghanistan. When he returned back to the United States, she went with his parents and kids to Parkersburg to greet him, and the rest is history. Andy continues his service to the community as a deputy for the Ohio County Sheriff's Department. Reporting live in the studio, I'm Brendan McNamara, working for you.